Yo, and we're back with another video. So this one was a very cool one. It's a perfect round. So you'll notice that the gameplay here is a lot different. So if anybody watched the previous video where I was trying to make the highest combo I could on this stage, it was all about linking the combos, putting yourself in danger. This is the opposite. I am running away from these Galcias, especially with the knives. Doing whatever I can just to save my life and have a perfect round. So decent combo. I mean, ultimately I'm going to try my best to fight however I'm going to fight, you know what I mean? But, you know, pull myself back in situations. So this is the usual thing, let him come past me, take the knife, take him out. Honestly, that neutral jump is so good. If you jump then move forward, so hit the jump button, press forward and time your kick, it's a really good tool. So this guy, I found you can try and grab him as he comes out of his Ninja Turtle tunnel, but I just felt like jabbing him when he lands is a little bit more trustworthy, because sometimes when you try and grab him, he's not in the place you think he's going to be, and then he just ends up hitting you like the hitbox. So there I nearly got hit. I was lucky that it took so long for him to start sliding. Yeah, so this section I'd just be trying desperately to keep this combo going here. You can tell I don't care. It's just whatever I can. That's a bit dodgy. I could have gone into these guys and they would have just jabbed me up, but all good. Take the health, you know, try and take some points. I was thinking that maybe I'd end up making a really good score, you know, having done it perfect, but to be honest, I'm not too sure. You'll see later, it doesn't actually say perfect at the end of my run, but I did not get hit at all, so I don't know if that's something to do with not picking up the last star. I do get thrown a couple times that I recover from, so I never take any damage from it, but I don't know if that's got something to do with it. So if anybody knows, hit me up in the comments. But yeah, here, you know, I'll be desperately trying to keep this combo going. Nah, you know, take my time. This geezer just, I mean, what is going on here? There's a train inside of the street. This doesn't make too much sense to me. I mean, is this a train station? So I take this pole and I get rid of it because these Donovans end up coming up, grips up the pole and just coming down on the most awkward timing and distancing, and you're there trying to jab them. It's crazy, and they hit you with the pole. So if you get rid of that pole as high as possible, they won't go up and grab it. Sometimes it's nice, to be honest, because it gives you some time, but I was like, nah. So like here they keep grabbing me, I'm just like, ugh. But obviously take no damage, so I don't know if that kind of counts or doesn't, but once again let me know and I'll ignore it. So here it grips up the knife. You've got to be so careful with these Donovans. You can see I'm not taking any chances. I tend not to use my triangle specials all that much, just because I don't think Axel's got the best recovery frames. Obviously it does help in a lot of situations, but I'm going to start playing with like Floyd and some other characters soon enough, and their recovery frames are a lot better, so I will rely on it a little bit more. But I have to remind myself to use it. So you can see here I'm just not taking chances. So like the more panicked I get, the more I press it. You know, I calm myself down, realize I can catch them into the combo. So like learning the cadence of the jab strings for your character is very important, you know, so you'll be able to sort of just speed up or slow down your jab strings depending on how fast the enemy's coming in, and that helps me massively. So definitely just try and keep it to like 1-2, 1-2-3s. Here I knew I could add the extra kick in, but he was coming, so I stopped, slowed it down. Axel's keep out game is pretty cool. His charge attack, sending everybody into each other, I think it's actually one of his better moves. That and his neutral jump. The thing is with this is that sometimes, see there, I got rid of it before he came out because I realized the timing would not be easy. It's best when you really understand where they're all coming from, and you can understand that he moves forward into the kick. So try not to wait too long for them to come. So this was a key for me to get this. As you can see, I just start jabbing the Kugo on top, and the bottom one will come into me. Before, which you've seen maybe in a previous video, my positioning probably was bad, and the other Kubo didn't walk into me and just slammed me with his pipe so rudely. But yeah, this worked out nicely, and my arsehole is puckering up tightly because I'm like, shit, okay, don't get hit, don't do something stupid at this point. We got the stupid electricity. Look at all these trains in the back. These are just destroyed. What's happening here? How did that even... Is this the Rage from the Streets doing this? I don't know. So yeah, I'm just... Anytime you can have your back against the wall, you're generally safe. Sometimes when you won't be safe is if you have like the Muay Thai characters jumping in, or any character that may jump in. Even the Francis is that if you know they're off somewhere lurking, they might fly kick you and not realize. But generally, if you know the wall is safe, if you have your back against the wall, you're sweet. You know, even people walking in, you'll catch them. So you can see me using that a little bit. So here, yeah, I'm just not taking really any chances. To be honest, it's a lot more boring, the gameplay, but right now, you know, my adrenaline's going because I'm thinking, okay, I'm so close, just don't do anything stupid, and I'll get that perfect round. It's a lot harder to get the perfect round. See there, I was almost done. Throwing people is great for crowd control, but it will get you in trouble. And there was almost an example for it. So lucky I recovered. So here I'm thinking, I know where everyone's coming in. It's so important to know just where everybody's coming in. You just got to memorize this stuff, which it just has to be done, really. Doing things on the fly, you just catch yourself. All you'll be doing is jabbing because you can't commit to any moves that will give you like negative frames. So yeah, I just put my back against the wall, let them come to me. Luckily enough, these Francis characters just walk into your jabs nicely. So I'm debating, do I take the money? If I get hit by this electricity here, I will jump out my window. No, I wouldn't. I'd probably land and roll nicely if I did. And I, such an idiot, forgot the pole for this section. So now I've got to jab this Galcia who has a knife. It's final form Galcia. Might as well be Super Saiyan God when he has that knife in his hand, but I handled it nicely. So here, what I would normally do is pick up the items before trying to do like much damage on her, but I got into this combo straight away, so I just kept it. My whole goal was just to not get hit, and I hadn't, and this is my chance. So, you know, the usual beautiful infinite combo. God knows what I'll do without it, but it's yeah, it served me well. So the rest is just keeping my cool, just reminding myself. Like, it's when I first learnt this combo and learnt the cadence of the combo, like the timing and the tempo, you know, like challenging, but then eventually it becomes second nature, and I got to remind myself to kind of like stay focused because I kind of do it without thinking now. But yeah, I got the whole combo, which I was pretty happy with. But what I wasn't happy with is how it doesn't say perfect. So I'd like to know why, but you can see I didn't get touched. The score isn't great, but it is what it is. Let me know what you think anyways. And if you have any advice or any pointers, let me know. Take care.